However, I'm gonna play this video. It's a little bit old, but it's relevant to what I'm going to say today.
Aluka 2026 Kyagulanyi akatutemye n'agamba nti teri munnayuganda asaanye okulowooza ku kalulu ka 2026 tukubanga bakyalwanirira kano akaabanyagibwako aka 2021.
Before you ask 2026, we have 2021 here. We are in 2021. I went for the election and I won. The irrelevant question, we have a president to sort out. Are you even sure there will be an election? Are you even sure?
So you want to stand in 2026?
I am saying I won, okay? I am saying I won now. I am saying that we are held in capture. And I must tell you,
Kyagulanyi yaliko mbaka wa Kyadondo East mu lukiiko lw'eggwanga olukulu bw'aboozeddwa Kkungu Adamu obanga kati awulira nga asubwa okubeera mu paalamenti agambye nti teriiyo kyasubwa n'ekimu kubanga tetulina paalamenti.
Now, good morning. That's the message that posted from our President Bobby Wine, elected. Thank you very much. My name is Demi Kiza. I'm here to talk about judiciary, the crisis in Uganda. I've heard it, I've seen it, I've witnessed it, I've read about it. So we are going to talk about the big matter that is building in Uganda. Judicial system is into crisis. So what do I want to talk about? So yesterday we had the news. Congratulations, Joyce Bagala. Her pre-election was confirmed that she won. She's the woman MP of Mityana. However, contrarily, we have to think about other people rotting in jail. Contrarily, we have to think about the stolen vote. And here is our president saying that. That tweet, that post, I want everybody to know it. Don't be so quick to celebrate. When they give you the small victories, they are the ones that store your big victory in the first place. They are not independent. Be woke. So that is a very, very big point from our president. He's telling you they stole the general election 14th January 2021, and now they are giving you peanuts, and then you celebrate. It's not bad. Let us celebrate. But don't forget that these are the people who rigged election. So when we talk about politics, not many people, they come to me, not many people, they get around what I'm saying. Politics, we are going to debate. We are going to debate on national issues. We are not going to debate on personal emotions. Politics, we are going to look at the main point. As we look wherever you are, judiciary plays a biggest part. Judiciary plays one of the biggest part, you like it or not. For me, that's why I'm saying if NUP in power, I propose, let us have the president, vice president, digital, and judiciary. That's it. Justice is derived from people. What we are having in Uganda, judiciary has been drawn in and sunk in to compromise with a dictator. So it is a big crisis because judiciary must be independent. The problem we have in Uganda, it lacks independence. I was in court, the appeal court for Sigling and the Sewanyana, and the state responded. They had nothing to say. The judges were asking them, why are you saying this? Where is the quotation? Where do you base this? Why are you keeping them into prison? Why can't you try them? They have families. They have constituents to run. They had nothing to say. Because when you go in the judiciary, it's not Demi's word. It's not anybody's word. It is by the letter of the law. And our constitution is the supremacy. There is the parliamentary law. There is anywhere you go, but there is the law. But what is happening in Uganda, that judiciary has sunk in. There is a crisis in Uganda because it lacks independence. Second, the backlog is big, is getting bigger and bigger. The implication on the country, when people they lose hope, when they lose confidence in judiciary, then they would start taking law into their hands. So they are drawing Uganda into anarchy. Judge Owilo, you must listen to this. Judge Owilo, you must wake up. You've been drawn up into this position in a way that you understand, in a way indirectly you don't understand. You started as NRM cadre, you started as NRM Attorney General, you started as NRM petition for 2016, you stood up for Agogo, for Member of Parliament. All these, they have brought you in a position that you shouldn't be our JC. As simple as that. I repeat this. What you are, what you have done, your affiliation with the NRM, you shouldn't be our judicial, our Chief Justice. When you go to Kenya, there is a way they elect the Chief Justice. They put you down in the public, people, they will talk about it, they will say whatever they want to say. So what we are saying for now, judiciary in Uganda is into crisis. And once judiciary goes away, it is the biggest problem for everybody. Because when I was in court the week before, Sekona said, Your Majesty, we ran to the court and we cannot be helped, so where else can we go? Then this week, Lukwago said, Your Majesty, we come to the court. All the doors have been closed. This is the place by constitution. We must appeal. We must do this. We have done it. And you are still locking us away. The judicial system in Uganda is into crisis. No wonder there is corruption. There is corruption, 57%. The judicial system in Uganda has been manipulated. The judicial system no longer works, no longer fit for purpose. A judge doesn't have any empathy, doesn't have any fear to say what is wrong. I looked at the judge saying what is wrong. I looked at the judge, didn't ask his colleagues. I thought they were going to go into a back room, discuss, that's what I'm used. Then they come back. Oh, he said, adjan. So the powers from judiciary, it has been stripped from them. But what do we have to do at NUP? We've always got to envisage. Our principal is telling us this. You have to envisage. These are the people I want. These are the people I'm looking for. Think tank. Not people who are clever in school. Not people who are clever in their perspective, academic perspective. We are looking for people who can envisage. They stole our vote. What can we do? They are going to accept Joyce Bagara back in parliament. What does it mean? At times it is a sweetener. At times it's something to hide what is going to come. At times they look at the national mood. At times they have a plan that they will be giving us a little bit, 1%, they will take away 99. This is what Bobby Wine is saying. Don't be so quick to celebrate. When they give you the small victories, they are the ones that stole your big victory in the first place. We must be people who think ahead. We must be people who analyze. Why did they give Joyce Bagara her victory? First of all, she shouldn't go to appeal because because Nabakoa didn't have any evidence. Why have they taken it so long? So we need people who can envisage. We need people who can think beyond. When we celebrate, it's okay, we have to celebrate. But what about the big one? The big one. What is the dictator trying to hide? What is judiciary smoking at? The judiciary has been stripped naked. The judiciary is no longer fit for purpose. The judiciary is manipulated. But for you, The people, the lay people who don't know the technicalities, they give you the small one. We celebrate as if we celebrate for the big one. We should always go back and say, where is the big one? These are the same people who are keeping Olivia Rutaya in prison, who are keeping our member of parliament into prison. These are the people that you can see they are keeping our member of parliament into prison. A member of parliament, that a speaker of the parliament cannot speak on behalf of member of parliament. These are the people, it's the court. I'm talking about the crisis that the Minister of Finance, Matia Kasaja, said, we want you to collect us 4 billion shillings. Why was it? It's a court into crisis that they have forgotten what to do. They forget what they have done yesterday. Then, what they have done yesterday, they asked Segrinya Sewanyana 20 million each one for bail, for right to bail, which is stipulated in our constitution. Right to bail, 20 million cash. And then, after 20 million is paid, they rearrest them. These are the people today, they arrested Kizza Besigye. They ask him 30 millions. And then they ask him 3 millions in cash. What's the difference? What has happened? The crisis, they are plunging Uganda into anarchy. Because once they do it, people are going to be fed up. Once they do it, people, they are going to lose hope. They are going to lose confidence. Because when you talk about judiciary, that is the only place I'm expecting that me, Demi, as a lay person, I'm going to go toe to toe with Mhoz Kainerugaba, and the rate of the law will decide. This is the difference that for me and you, people like Baram, people like Chigundu Ham, those Basaja Kwagalana, those celebrities, that they're going to stand in the court. People like Jose Chameleon is going to stand in the court, and then the presence of Kalamaji will be judged by the rate of the law. So there shouldn't be any difference. There shouldn't be any levels, any social, economic, any political or social status. The judiciary should be the same, because justice is derived from people. And once it's derived in people, it's the people who instruct the court what to do. Against all the midst, the evidence that has presented to the justice, to the courts of the law, still they are still keeping these people into prison. It is our responsibility to demand people who are being arrested, who have been imprisoned for a long time. It's not big deal. It's no way that you say so and so. You cannot be selective. We are a unit. I always say I want people to wake up one day. When you say we are national, it's all Uganda. Unity, we are all together. We win together, we lose together. And the platform, we are on the same level. When they come to judge us, when they use judiciary, what is happening now? Justice is opened up. There is a human rights representative attending all those courts. I don't know if the courts in Uganda, they have taken notes. She's not talking, she's not what, but hey, you will hear that. I don't know whether they are taking. What is happening now? Even the state lawyers, they are hiding, but they don't have too much place to hide. Because eventually, when the court closes, you have to go to get closer to them. You have to go and speak to them. These are young people, but I'm telling you, judicial system in Uganda is in a big crisis. It has been in big crisis. Amin was bad. But Amin didn't tangle, didn't manipulate, didn't change, didn't abuse. When abuse judicial system in Uganda. What is happening now is so full of people who are scared of their lives. And what they have to do is to use the judicial system to put people down, to do whatever they are. We are approaching into a significant time whereby they are going to bring amendments that member of parliament should elect the president. So where is the judicial system? Judicial system is into crisis. Look at Chibalama case. We went to court, we won, it was confirmed, NUP it no longer belongs to individual Moses Chibalama. But it belongs to the people of Uganda who want change, who are united for the same reason, who wants to transform our country for the one reason, who stand on the same platform because we are all equal. So where is the judiciary? Where is the police to arrest Mr. Chibalama? Why are you opening up an office? The police should open up a case. The EC came out and said, okay, Mr. Chibalama, we don't know you. All we know these people. So judiciary, for people to start playing justice like in a playground like children, that tells you they have thrown Uganda into anarchy. These are the signs that things they start happening, but people, they ignore that. One person that normally I always come and say things from the bottom and say this is going to happen. This is what is happening. But, well, little grasp my point. But I always come and tip you and say, this is what is going on ground. This is what is happening. So when you see Chibalama open up an office and they went to court, and when Justice Sekana decided that, no, Mr. Chibalama stood in court and said the party is not for sale. The party give it to so and so for the good reasons. They're going to help Uganda. So the party was transferred. But when you open up an office, when in Uganda we have judiciary, what is that? The justice is no longer there. Justice should be a mouthpiece for a local person, for a lay person. Justice should be a mouthpiece for those oppressed. But imagine, justice has become a tool to oppress for all those who are oppressed. Justice has become a tool to oppress those who have got less voice to say. But when we go to justice, we expect to have justice. This is why I'm saying the judiciary system in Uganda is into crisis. I say that again. Judiciary system in Uganda is into crisis. It lacks independence. Read the Constitution, Article 126. Go to Section 2. Read those A, B, C, D. They will tell you the 4 principles of justice. They said to you should be all granted to everybody, regardless their social and political status. It says justice shall not be delayed. So why is justice delayed? These are the principles of judiciary. These are the principles of justice. Justice Winodoro. I know you always listen. Not listen to me, and you do. But I know you always listen to these lives. Uganda is crying to you that you are throwing Uganda into anarchy. NUP, what is NUP gonna do? It's very simple. We're gonna restructure. We're gonna restructure the whole thing. When you look into judicial, has got all the 70 arms in Uganda. That is in place. We're gonna change how a chief justice is elected and appointed. We're going to reduce the backlog that magistrate, other courts will be working. We shall give them timeline, this court. But when you see Segrinya Sewanyana, they are into prison 9 months. The case hasn't been opened. The court is asking, when are you going to open this? When you see Olivia Rutaya, she has been in prison for over 1 year. The case hasn't brought into justice. The backlog, we're going to clear the backlog. It is hard task, but it is an easy one if you apply the letter of the law. We are not going to put the country, throw the country into anarchy. We are going to work for Uganda. Because what is happening in Uganda now, go on the street, even 2-year-old boy will tell you, Museveni yabya akalulu ka Bobi Wine. Museveni yabya akalulu ka Bobi Wine. Even young people now, they are more than judges, those who are qualified to give you justice. I want everybody, when I read this, I said, we must be joking. 47 people liked this post. By the time I took a photo screen, only 47. Do you want to change? Or you want to have a go at leaders? This is a post that means a lot. Don't be so quick to celebrate when they give you the small victories. They are giving us the small victories. They are the ones that stole your big victory. In the first place, they are not independent. Chenkugamba nti Article 126. 126 is it section 2 A. It tells you about independence. Segirinya, when he was asked to give his last submission, he said he is very disappointed that the state is using judiciary to keep them into prison. That is lack of independence I'm talking about. We want independence to be restored into judiciary, that when there is a case court, the court can come and say, this is the cause. Where is the allegations? If you don't have allegations, case dismissed. We want the court to say everybody is entitled for a bail. Then you take their 20 million, give them bail. You take 20 million, you don't bring it back. Justice Nachintu gave these people what bail? How can you deny that? Last week, Honorable Segona, in the court, I was watching. Then he said to the justice, and he said to the state respondents, state prosecutors, and said, you had the evidence against Sewanyana and Segrinya, the second one. Before they were given bail, why did you wait? Why did you wait for them to be given bail and re-arrest them? The ex-Charles Justice Katrebe said it is now illegal to arrest people when they have been given bail. So why are they being arrested and be taken back to court? I'm crying to you. The justice is into judicial system in Uganda. These are small matters, but big one that makes it that it is into crisis. But this is happening on the back of lack of rule of law. Because wherever there is lack of rule of law, judiciary is in tatter, is in crisis. Economic growth is not there. Democracy is not there. So that is how we have coming to be. That is how Museveni has taken Uganda. That is handling what the police is gone, no one. Now the judiciary is into spotlight. But who are the people into courts whom they represent? These are political opponents. We should have people who deal with corruption there. We should have people who are murderers there. But now the Court of Justice, they use them to say treason against Kyagulanyi. treason against so and so. Or in Ruongo, they killed one person. Or in Masaka, they are attempted. There is no evidence. There is no date for the trial. Judiciary in Uganda is into crisis. It is throwing Uganda into anarchy. The implications to Uganda, they are big. And if we present ourselves like this, who's gonna trust us? Who will trust us? I'll play this again. I put this there. I read it back to you. People in politics, they like politics. Some people who don't know what politics is about, their life is about emotions. Me, politics is about you interpret what your leaders they say. You envisage. You make sense when the leaders they speak. That is a post was posted yesterday. And when I had a photo screen, it was 47 who liked that. So you people want change. Where are you? You like post gundi bambye gundi yeyambude gundi yamvumye gundi yakoze post yine ekugamba toyanguwa kujaguza ku buntu obutonotono bwe bakuwadde kubanga bakubbe ekinene. Kati ekitegeeza ekkooti si ye nakyemalira. Wuya kugamba omukulembeze. Muwulirizeeko nange nkugamba nze njogera ebintu by'omukulembeze wange. Akugamba bakubba ekinene naye asa akukasukira kiringa embwa. Akukasukira akagaati akukasukira kino kwatolye
Luka 2:26 Kyagulanyi akatutemye n'agamba nti teri munnayuganda asaanye okulowooza ku kalulu ka 2:26 tukubanga bakyalwanirira kano akaabanyagibwako aka 2:21.
Before you ask 2026, we have 2021 here. We are in 2021. I went for the election and I won. The irrelevant question, we have a president to sort out. Are you even sure there will be an election?
Kaakati gwakiwakanya tayo weerowooza. Nze nkugambye ekkooti e Uganda eri matiga. Wenkozesa ekigambo crisis, kigambo kinene nnyo. Wherever there is a crisis, wabeerawo ekintu ekireme. Ekkooti tekyasala mazima. Ekkooti erina teyimiridde yokka. Tumaze ebbanga nga tugiraba naye kati ewabuse. Tulina cases eziriyo nnyingi nnyo ezitannakolwako ezitannayogebwako. Kati ekintu ekiriwo nti kijjawo obwesige mu bantu. Era ekigenda okuvaayo abantu bajja gamba tewali kgenda mu kkooti banzibye ettaka oli alitutte baakoze batya onaakoze. Abantu bagenda kutandika okukwata amateeka mu ngalo. Ng'omuntu mu kifo ky'okulobowa alasi wamubbye enkoko ye ajja kutema mutwe. Ng'omuntu mu kifo ky'okugamba wampoze ssente n'otazimpa ajja kukwata. Implications ekintu ekiva mu ekyo bivaamu bitono naye bigenda bizimba bwe biti. Kati ffe aba National Unity Platform we tukugambira tuffe tugenda kukyusa. Kino ekintu kiganye kitya kivunze kitya. Tugenda kukyusa engeri gye balonda akulira ekitongole kino eky'obulamuzi. Kenya tusobola okwekoppa Kenya bamulonda batya. Tugenda kuteekawo ekkooti zino zigenda kutambula zitya. Cases zino eziruddewo tugenda zikolera tutya. Ssente zino zonna ze basaba bazitwala wa. Bakugamba enguzi mu by'obulamuzi eri ku bitundu 57. Naye gy'olina okufuna amazima n'obwenkanya. Naye bakugamba corruption mu judiciary ali 57%. Kati nkugamba nti tuli kubwanana tuli mu kiseera kibi nnyo. Tuli mu kiseera kibi nnyo 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 nnyo. Tukibaddemu naye ate kaakati kyeyongedde okwebuka kubanga kaakati dictator azaakozesa ssente azigabye, azaakozesa eyo poliisi yaggwawo, azaakozesa buli kimu kize kigira kigenda kigwawo. Naye kaakati tugenda wa? Tugenda mu katabanguko. Yes, nkutegeera LM Plazo, nkutegeera bulungi nnyo. Weebale nnyo, weebale ddala. Museveni, ebintu bya Museveni bintu bizibu nnyo. Kaakati that is how it is. Tetusobola kwogera bintu bingi nnyo 2 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour. Nze mbagambe judiciary, I'm trying to be brief, is into crisis in Uganda. Big crisis. Kati neba judges nabo baswala. Neba judges nabo batandise okusalawo ebintu bye batateekeddwa kusalawo. That is a big crisis. And they are in the open. And they are throwing Uganda into anarchy. Slowly, one by one, Mzee Chibalama nasalawo okugula NUP offices. These are small matters, but big one, big implications. They are throwing Uganda into anarchy. The people who pleaded it for the court, the people who went to the court, they will stop going to the courts. The implication is big. It's big. Why are we having all these courts? They cannot find even a building. They are in 2 towers. They are everywhere. The rooms are small. The rooms are filthy, disorganized. What? And the public is not treated the way they are meant to be treated. They even want to limit people who can go to court because they know what is going to come. So what is going to come in the courts of Uganda is like the judges, they just come to say whatever rubbish. Oh, we cut court. Listen to this. The court is into crisis. Last week, Segrinya case was adjourned for 29th June. This week, Segrinya Sewanyana case was adjourned 29th June. Rwakafuse. Defense lawyer n'agamba judge n'amugamba ate tulina case. Judge replied and said, we don't care. We are here as court of appeal. If you want to come, you better come. If you don't come, we shall be here. This is a big crisis. There should be a coordination. There should be that the court there, anti-corruption, is going to happen maybe 29th at 9 a.m. And this one appeal, egera kubera maybe 2 p.m. And they don't arrive on time. They say 9, they start 11, they start 12. So this is a big crisis that there is a contradiction and a friction between. And this is a crisis, I'm telling you, they are doing this on purpose. They know you cannot dismiss a lawyer ngakugambye until on 29th we have the same court hearing and you say you don't care. That is a big crisis. Judges, they don't speak like that. When I was in the court last week, the state said in Tibagala appeal based on emotions. These are languages that are not used into the courts of the law. And I spoke to the journalist. You're asking rhetorical questions, a silly question. Why don't you ask why are they using a loose language, a bad language into the courts of the law? That they are using emotions. When somebody is sick, is sick. That is a sociology which says, when somebody says they need to go for treatment, you say right for health, right for treatment, right for freedom. So why can't you let them to go out and have the treatment they want? So we know what is happening. Today, Uganda bleeding, 4 p.m. Ugandan time until 6 p.m. There are so many speakers on Echoto, on JB Muwonge. There are so many lives. But let us concentrate on the big one. What did Bobby Wine say? Okay? How can we make sense of that post? If somebody today agrees with me, that post, I'll be very, very happy. I'm not going to come here and excite people. I'm not going to come here and okay, have a go wherever to people. No, it's not like that. We have to amplify what our leaders do, what our leaders they say. So the judicial system is into crisis. I say it with the pain because once things they start going wrong, then it's gonna be worse and worse and worse. When Kenya, after 2008 election, they wanted to restore their country, they did not go to iPod. Kenya, what they did, they got justice. Is it Kanyehamba from Uganda, and helped them to set up the judicial system in Kenya. And they are moving on. You can see the part it is playing. The reason Kenya is having now what is becoming a normal general election is because of their justice system, how they set it. That malpractice, they will annul the election. If you do this, you cannot put opposition into house arrest. You cannot turn off the internet. You cannot turn on the electricity. All that is going into judicial. That you break the law, you turn off the internet, they take you to court. That you do this, you put the opposition into what? They take you to court. That is the third part that I missed in our petition, because we took the Attorney General into the courts because he had already accepted that he made a mistake to put Bobby Wine into house arrest. Judicial system is into crisis. The owners is in NUP to do what we do. So today we're gonna keep our lives as they're going. Aisachiwe, Kulabe John Mukasa, Ellen Prazo, is Last Zulu, Mbambu, Mbambu, okay, Jim Wong, thank you. What do you have to lose? Bana Uganda, what do you Mukwate Mingo? Yeah, I send my greetings to the president from greetings Claire John Mukasa. Mwena mbarabi mwebale nnyo, mwebale kamere, mwebale nnyo. Thanks for watching, thanks for your comments, thanks for sharing, thanks for everything. Greetings from Uganda. Abantu bebaza nnyo, abantu ab'omu diaspora. In Uganda, everybody says thank you so much from diaspora, and thank you for all the people who went for demonstration yesterday. I couldn't join you for so many reasons, health reasons, so many. I was grounded. I was not allowed to move at all. So I'll be, don't forget, next week on Thursday, there is demonstration in Rotterdam. Everybody turn up to Rotterdam. Get your tickets. There is strikes going on, train, you watch your movement, how you're going to get there. But if you get there, that would be wonderful, because it's one reason to show our grievance that they have delayed to open up the case against Mhos. That is what I'm talking about. Backlog. They have delayed to open up the case against Mhos and against Museveni. It was reported by National Unity Platform for their violation of what happened during election campaign, during, in, and after, post. So they were reported. So that is what justice is about. So we better go to the court, ICC, to tell them, hey, you have delayed this case. Hey, justice delayed, trial delayed is denied justice. That is what we have to tell them. Trial delayed is denied justice. As simple as that. You better open up this case, and then we know what is going to come out. We don't care, but open up this case. It was reported to you. Delayed trial is denied justice. So don't celebrate. Let us be mindful. We celebrate the small victories, but we remember they are the same people who robbed us the big one. All we have to ask, why are they giving us small? Why aren't they giving us the big ones? If they are denying us the big ones, what can we do? What can we learn from this? What methods? We need think tank, people who think politically, not intelligence in class that you are like this, you are like this. No, 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 no. And the politics has got also its think tank. So those are the people that we want. So I love you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for share. Thank you for everything. Have a lovely day. Uganda Bleeding, don't forget. So many lives on Echoto Reloaded, Echoto YouTube, JB Muwonge, Freddy Muntu Wawanse, SB Asimwe, Nina Bukirwa. So many, Dominic Kayemba. Many, I don't want to be like so many. They are making lives. So please go and join them. Have a lovely day. And I'll be joining Uganda Breeding. I'll be joining everybody. So be careful. So that is how we are. Thank you so much.